Hey, I'm Denis. In this video, I want to show you how you can steal B2B SaaS customers from your competitors. The process which I'll be breaking down today is allowing us to book between 10 and 30 product demos after 2 weeks of founders joining SaaS camp. So if you want to get extra 20 qualified demos each month, consider joining SaaS camp, because if it doesn't work, we'll simply refund you. And here is a testimonial from Brian, who booked 23 product demos in the first week of joining, and prior to that, he was at 0 product demos a month. Cool. First thing you want to do is to go to buildwith.com. This is a platform which has all the data on different companies and which solutions they are using. So for example, you go and you browse competitor solutions. You are the founder of Stripe. What you do is you look up PayPal in search, and you can repeat it with 3 to 5 companies selling similar solutions to yours. If you are unsure who are your competitors, you can go to G2 and Capterra. These databases have tens of thousands of SaaS products, and you'll certainly find tools that are similar to yours. By the way, if you don't find any tools similar to yours there, ask yourself if you're really working on something that people need. Awesome. You are now on buildwith.com. You looked up your competitors. Instance, here I put the PayPal, and I received a list of all the companies that are using PayPal, which is like 7 something million contacts. And you can basically download this list of companies straight from there. And what you do next is you download it. Once you download the lead list, you get contacts using apollo.io. You take your CSV and get the list of contacts of people working in these companies. I think usually you want to limit the number of people between 2 and 3 contacts per each company, because one of the ways to mess it up, which I unfortunately experienced, is that once you go and look up the companies on Apollo and do not double check the leads, what happens is that Apollo would give you a single company with 5 to 15,000 employees, which would mess up your entire campaigns. You don't want this to happen, and that's why you want to limit your research to 1 to 3 people per company. We do this thing in Apollo instead of LinkedIn Sales Navigator, because here you're able to bypass the extraction limits. And because of the next steps, it will turn out to be a lot cheaper and won't put your LinkedIn account at risk. Step number 6 is that you get 40,000 contacts for $119 using exportapollo.io. After I discovered this tool, it certainly changed my business, and now we're using it with all the startups we're working with, because it allows you to bypass Apollo's extraction limits, and you can easily scrape 1,000 plus Apollo leads, no Chrome extension, just $16 plus. The more you get, the cheaper the leads turn out to be. But for just less than $100, you can be getting volumes between 10 and 20,000 leads, which is very hard to find elsewhere in terms of the price quality ratio. But it doesn't stop here, because if you just take this lead list and simply go and run campaigns to them, what will happen is you will be reaching out to too many invalid contacts and bad non-existent emails. We don't want this to happen, because if your bounce rate on your cold email campaigns goes beyond 3%, it puts your accounts at risk, because then Google will see that you're spamming because you're reaching too many bad contacts, and this is how 40% of your emails will be landing in spam. That's why you want to clean your list using the tool called Never Bounce. You run them through Never Bounce to get rid of all the non-existent and outdated contacts, and that's why it's so important for you to clean your lead list. Cool. What happens next is you launch LinkedIn and cold email campaigns, because now you have a list of approximately 20 to 40,000 contacts who are in the market for a solution similar to yours. If you ask me whether it is better to reach out to companies using competitor tools or companies that are not paying for any software at all, I personally would say that the higher chances of you selling your thing are to those people who are already paying for alternative, because instead of you having to convince them that this thing is worth paying money for, all you need to do is to just to communicate and to prove that your solution is a better fit for their particular situation. However, if you are trying to sell to companies who have never purchased a solution similar to yours, you need to sell multiple things at once. You need to sell them on the thing that they have a problem. You need to sell them on your solution. And after you sell them on the solution and problem, also you need to bypass all the and overcome all the objections so that you convert them into your tool and not into a competitor one. So you run a mass target campaign from 20 warmed up email domains highlighting your benefits benefits over particular competitor solution. Don't forget to organize your lead lists by competitor tools so that you can do better personalization in your first lines. Here's the example. Are you tired of having this one issue with PayPal? And then you go and list all the benefits you've got in Stripe, and that's how you would be stealing PayPal's customers and driving them to your tool. This type of mass personalization will give you higher reply rates and better conversions. Awesome. So if you want to grow your B2B SaaS startup, check out my private accelerator SaaS Camp at saascamp.co, where we will basically be using this strategy and a ton of others to help you get more demos. So we'll build you dynamic marketing systems, which we installed for over 70 other startups. And if for some reason you won't add extra 20 qualified demos a month in 6 months or less, we'll just refund you in full. Cool. If you have any more questions, please drop them in the comments or DM me so I can help you out executing on these steps. And thanks for watching.